Today, we will be reviewing Apple's very own flagship headphones, the AirPods Pro 2. The packaging design maintains Apple's signature minimalist style, using white as the main color. The central area showcases an image of the product, while the side features the brand logo. The bottom displays the manufacturing information, and the use of recyclable materials highlights the brand's commitment to environmental sustainability. After opening the packaging, in addition to the usual accessories such as the data cable and instruction manual, there are also 3 pairs of silicone ear tips included. What sets it apart is an additional pair of larger ear tips specifically designed for individuals with smaller ear canals. The charging case features an almost identical rounded square design to its first generation, maintaining the same aesthetic. The exterior is coated with a white-baked enamel finish. At the bottom of the charging case, 3 pressure relief vents have been added, enhancing the overall refinement and premium feel. It's also worth mentioning that the addition of the lanyard hole on the side, reminiscent of Apple's official lanyard accessory, is sold for $12.95 on the website. Opening the charging case, the earphones are prominently displayed, maintaining the overall pure white color scheme. The earphone bar features a rounded design with an acoustic mesh grill on the side for the microphone. At the top, there is a pressure relief vent. The only noticeable difference from the first generation is the change in microphone placement. Single ear weight, 5 grams. Single ear length, 3.2 centimeters. Cavity length, 1.86 centimeters. Cavity width, 1.55 centimeters. The earbuds fit snugly in the ear canal, although they can feel slightly tight and cause some discomfort after prolonged use. This could be attributed to the design being tailored to fit mainly European and American ear canals, which may be slightly larger compared to those of Asian individuals. The addition of smaller-sized ear tips in this generation makes them more suitable for individuals with smaller ears. However, each earbud is slightly heavier, making them less suitable for long-duration wear. The stand design is compact, and it is comfortable to listen to music while lying on one side. In music mode, each earbud has a battery life of 8 hours, with a maximum of 40 hours when combined with the charging case. In noise-canceling mode, each earbud has a battery life of 6 hours, with a maximum of 30 hours when combined with the charging case. Compared to the previous generation, the size remains unchanged, but the battery life is longer, making it capable of lasting up to a week with moderate usage. Device under test, VIVO X100 Pro. Latency in normal mode, 236 milliseconds. Device under test, 14 Pro Max. Latency in normal mode, 62 milliseconds. On their own mobile devices, the gaming latency can achieve a level of around 60 milliseconds, which is quite impressive. However, when used with Android devices, the latency is significantly higher, testing above 200 milliseconds. It works fine for listening to music and watching videos, but when it comes to gaming, it can be somewhat challenging. Maximum noise reduction depth, 48 decibels. Average low-frequency noise reduction, 34 decibels. Average mid-frequency noise reduction, 40 decibels. Average high-frequency noise reduction, 18 decibels. Average noise reduction, 31 decibels. Noise reduction bandwidth, 5000 Hz. Apple is pretty great, this goes without saying. Based on the powerful H2 Terra noise reduction algorithm, the active noise cancellation and transparency mode of AirPods Pro 2 continue to maintain a leading position even after a year and a half since their release. Among the hundreds of noise-canceling headphones I've tested, they rank second in overall noise reduction performance and first in active noise cancellation performance. Compared to the already excellent first-generation AirPods, the second-generation model has made further advancements in frequency range, bandwidth, and average depth, particularly in the most sensitive mid-frequency range of the human ear. The noise reduction performance has reached an average depth of 40 decibels. It's worth noting that everyday conversational talk typically falls around 40 decibels. By enabling noise cancellation while listening to music, you can effectively isolate yourself from outside noise. It's important to note that the noise reduction depth of the AirPods Pro 2 is automatically adjusted based on the external noise environment. In situations where the external noise is relatively weak, the noise cancellation performance may be reduced to alleviate the sensation of ear pressure. There is a significant difference in the noise reduction performance between the regular noise cancellation mode and the deep noise cancellation mode. Based on overall usage, the AirPods Pro 2's noise cancellation capabilities and transparency modes still maintain a significant lead, which is quite impressive. Compared to the first generation, the second generation offers a stronger noise reduction bandwidth, with a focus on the mid-low frequency range, where human voices are most sensitive, resulting in a more perfect noise reduction experience. It's worth mentioning that with the update of the adaptive firmware, users can experience the adaptive noise cancellation feature of the AirPods Pro 2. Simply put, the noise cancellation capability becomes stronger in environments with higher levels of noise and is appropriately reduced in quieter environments. On the other hand, the first generation's transparency mode was already an industry benchmark. With the addition of adaptive functionality in the second generation, it can now detect your surroundings and automatically adjust the level of transparency. To truly understand their performance, let's have a listen.
Agenda items today. The first is to finish up briefly our discussion of punishment from last lecture. And the second is to start with the third unit of the course. That is the unit that's concerned not with...
The AirPod Pro 2's overall sound is very balanced. The high frequencies are slightly subdued, lacking some brightness and detail, and the instrument separation lacks distinct whines. However, the extension is excellent, and the rich overtones provide an enjoyable listening experience. The mid-range vocals are at appropriate distance, clear but lacking some density, which can make them sound slightly dry. The control of sibilance is good, without any harshness. The low-frequency resolution is average, with some muddiness in drum sounds and outstanding sub-bass extensions. However, there is still good atmospheric background created by slightly emphasized ultra-low frequencies. Soundstage is overall small but very well organized, approaching a spherical shape, which is commendable. Overall, while the unit's performance may have limitations in terms of resolution, the excellent acoustic tuning, spatial audio, and head-related transfer function compensation algorithms help compensate for this aspect. AirPods Pro 2 can deliver a good performance for the majority of music genres. It's worth mentioning that the second generation also incorporates volume equalization technology. But what is volume equalization? Simply put, have you ever noticed that when the volume is low, the sound tends to lack the same impact as when it is at high? This is because our perception of high and low frequencies is less sensitive at lower volumes. Based on this principle, volume equalization adjusts the gain of high and low frequencies when the volume is low and reduces it to a certain extent when the volume is high, resulting in a more balanced and natural sound reproduction at different volume levels. As a flagship product that has been refined over 3 years, the latest generation of this Apple may not bring as many surprises as its predecessor did, nor does it have the same groundbreaking impact. However, it has indeed set a new industry benchmark that remains unmatched to this day. However, the complete lack of compatibility with Android devices does showcase a certain dominance and arrogance on their part. Overall, if you primarily use iOS devices and have a sufficient budget, the AirPods Pro 2 is a good choice that won't disappoint. Pros: strongest active noise cancellation, strongest transmission, and excellent features and algorithms. Cons: slightly large for the ears, and support for Android phones is about non-existent.